If I wrote you a symphony, just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do if I told
What's up YouTube, it's your boy Tech It Up back at it again with another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the 7.2 inch rear display for your Model Y or Model 3 from Hannshow. For those of you that don't know about Hannshow, Hannshow is a company where you can get all your great Tesla accessories. I bought my fair share amount of Tesla accessories from this website personally. So what we're looking at now is their website. So it is called hautopart.com. That link will be in the description box. And you see here that they have Tesla accessories for every Tesla model, Model S, Model 3, Model X, Model Y, sexy. And I actually have a discount code, TechItUp1, which can get you up to 50% off any item listed on this website. The percent off that you get is gonna change per item, so keep that in mind, but I definitely recommend you all checking out this website and checking out any items that you're interested in. What we're gonna be covering in today's video is the 7.2 inch display. Something else you all can check out is this 7-inch display right here. I'm going to tell you all later in the video why that's something you all may want to consider, but it's going to be the same experience for both. I chose this 7.2 inch display just because it does look a little bit better to me and it looks a little more OEM. You see that the price right now is $479, but if I go and add this to my cart and then go to my cart, what I can do here is go to checkout, and when I put in my discount code, it is gonna take off roughly $100. So I definitely recommend checking out different items, playing with the discount code, because for some items you can get up to that 50% off. So in the box, it's pretty simple. You'll see that we have instruction manuals via QR codes where you can scan it on your phone and watch the video. I'm gonna speak more to the installation a little bit later. Then we have the display right here. It's nicely wrapped, and it also comes with a screen protector installed that you can choose to keep on there since they don't sell additional screen protectors on the website. In the back, you have the air vent, and then you also have the cable that will connect to your vehicle for power. Also in the box, you have the adapter that's going to hook up to the computer on your Tesla. And then you have a pry tool and a USB-A to USB-C adapter. So let's talk a little bit about the display. It is running Android 9 and it has a 7.2 inch 1080p display. And this display is nice just because it brings entertainment to your passengers. I don't have passengers in my car a lot, but the few times that I did, they did find it amazing and nice to use. And I think for the most part, people just value being able to play games on it, like Mario Run that comes pre-installed. So I got this display about 2 weeks ago. I installed it the first day. The install took about 15 minutes. I actually have a short that I just uploaded showing the install. It's super simple. It's actually a lot easier than installing the front 9-inch display that I showed you all in my last video. But in the next part of the video, I want to take you all through using the display and showing what the experience is like. Now let me walk you through the UI of the rear display screen from Hannshow. So what I want to do first is actually cover some of the cons or some of the things that I don't really like. If we look at the air vent, you see the OEM air vent has a lot more is a lot bigger, right? You can also change the airflow for both sides. It is a lot more compact here, which means less air is gonna come out at a time, which isn't a problem if you start your car up before getting in. Now, if it's just one passenger back here, this air vent tends to push most of the air out forward and then a little goes to the left and some goes to the right. The other con is this lock screen. So this is what shows up whenever you start the car. It shows the Hannshow logo, and I wish that could be changed. It can't, which is weird because this is essentially an Android tablet in the form of your rear AC vent. So what you can do from here is unlock it. And you see here that it does look OEM. It looks really similar to what you would see on the front screen. You can adjust your airflow. You can turn it on and off. You can change the temperature. 2 USB-C ports. This one is just power. This one is power and data. So let me walk you all through the UI. So if you click here, you have the option to turn on your seat warmers in the back seat. But one of my favorite features is you can actually control your passenger seat, which is nice, especially if you have a baby and you have a car seat on this side, and if you're loading the car seat and you're back here, you can push the seat up and then push it back when you're done, and you don't have to go to the other side of the car. I know that's definitely a niche use case, but hey, everyone wants to pay for convenience. I like it. You can also control media from back here. Keep in mind that this is essentially connected to the computer of the car. So anything you do back here is also going to affect what's up there. So it does have a UI. You have 2 different settings. Think about this as Android with the skin on top of it. That skin would be this UI that allows you to connect to your Tesla interface. So the first settings is just for that, right? You can change the auto lock. You can change what it shows in the lock screen for temperature down here as well. You can turn on button vibration. So if you touch anything, it gives you some haptic feedback. You can reboot it, change the language, also change the brightness. I will say that this 1080p display gets really bright, and the quality and the colors are really nice. But if we go back, you see that we also have access to apps that I downloaded. So like Netflix, Disney Plus, Mario Run, that actually came with the display. So you can also connect a controller, like a PS5 controller, to this display to play games. We also have access to the Play Store. So you can actually go on here and download apps. So for example, if I open up YouTube, I can actually play videos. This is actually a video that I released a couple weeks ago showing my office. I definitely recommend you all check that out and let me know what you think. But something that is really neat is that if I play this, I actually have access to picture-in-picture mode. So I could go home and have my video playing. And that actually leads me into the third con. That's actually my last con for this display, which is the fact that it doesn't have speakers. I mean, I wouldn't expect it to have nice sounding speakers, but it would be nice if it had something, because at the end of the day, kids aren't going to care about how nice the speakers are, but you do have to connect your Bluetooth headphones to this display. Since we're on the topic of connections, as you know, I was just accessing a bunch of apps that require internet. What I'm doing right now is I'm just connected to my home network since I'm right in front of my garage, but you can connect to your hotspot. It's pretty simple. You just go to Android settings, and then you can connect just like any other Android device. But then you have all the other settings that Android typically gives you. You see it does come with onboard storage. A lot of that is taken up by the system, so keep that in mind. So you can load some videos on here if you're going to be going on a road trip. And as you can see, it does come with 32 gigabytes of space. You also have the option to configure CarPlay on this display, which doesn't make any sense. I do find a lot of use using CarPlay in Hanshow's 9-inch display that I showed you all in my last video up in the front. So definitely check out that video if you didn't already. I would say this is a really nice screen. It's a really nice addition to the car. Something you just have to be more proactive about is, like I said, heating or cooling your car before getting in, just because your passengers are going to be hot and it is going to take a while for it to cool down back here if you try to just do it in real time like I normally do. But overall, the screen is really nice. It does have over-the-air updates, which is a big difference. Something that I do recommend you all check out as well is their 7-inch display. So the 7-inch display has bigger vents. This is the 7.2-inch display. I prefer this one just because it looks a lot more OEM and similar to the Model X and S. If you do care about having bigger vents and you don't want to worry about that because you constantly have a bunch of passengers in the back seat, I definitely recommend checking that out, because in terms of UI, in terms of performance, it is going to be really similar Now, on the topic of performance, I will say that it's very responsive, similar to the 9-inch display that I showed you all in the last video. Haven't had any issues with it. I've been using this screen for the past 2 weeks, and I gotta say, nothing that I could complain about right there. Other than the 3 cons that I just discussed with all of you, I think this is a great addition to the car. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comment box what you all think. Would you go with this 7.2-inch display or the 7-inch display due to the bigger vents? Overall, I would say that it's been a great experience thus far. Looking forward to seeing your comments, and I hope you all keep teching it up. Peace.